Hello, everyone. Hey, check this out. I got this little short teaching I want to do. We got some new technology that I'm trying out, so I want to hear what you think of it. And this is a way that I can bring just little quick teachings to you, and you can see my notes, see things that I'm studying, see things that I'm checking out. Let me know what you think in the comments. But hey, nevertheless, I want to teach you a little bit of something about something, all right? You ready? This is about end times and really prophecy. This is more of a prophecy update. As most of you know, I love Bible prophecy and I love what the Bible has to say. And we are literally living in the days where we can see Bible prophecy happening each and every day of our life. For example, most of you may or may not know what went on in Saudi Arabia over the last couple days in Iran. Check this out. Here's what's going on. Look at my notes. This is the cool technology part. You can check out what I'm reading. Saudi Arabia executes 47 terrorists on terrorist charges. Now, if you read and scroll on down, it says Saudi Arabia's Interior Ministry says that it executed 47 terrorists, including Shia religious leader, and it goes on to list their names and talks about what they did. Now, let me tell you why this is so important and so critical to Bible prophecy. I believe with all my heart that in the Bible it says that Saudi Arabia will end up being burnt. It will actually burn according to the Bible. And I'll show you those Bible verses here in just a second. But before I go there, I just want you to understand that Shia Islam is out of Iran, and Sunni Islam is out of Saudi Arabia. And for years they've always been enemies of each other. But nothing has ever really brought it to a head to create tension between the two. Well, this situation right here, Saudi Arabia executing these guys, and some of these guys were high level Shia Muslims, all right? So Iran has a major issue with this because these are they feel like Saudi Arabia has now killed some of their religious leaders. And because of that, they have already vowed that they will retaliate. You say, how does that play into Bible prophecy? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Look at this. Here's the notes that I used back in 2010. I talked about this, and it's called The Mystery of the Harlot. If you'd like to get my Awaken series where I talk about all these things, get it. I preached it back in 2010, but I'm telling you, it's coming to pass in our lifetime. Now, I love this new technology stuff that I got. See, Revelation 17:1, I can show you right here the notes that I use. This talks about the harlot of the book of Revelation, and I believe with all my heart that the harlot of the book of Revelation is Saudi Arabia. And now they're also called the people of Edom in the Bible, okay? Now, let me just kind of bring you up to date. It talks about the harlot here at Revelation 17. Nations will do anything for the wine of the harlot, which I believe the wine of the harlot represents oil, the oil of the earth. And I will tell you that I believe that gas prices are really low right now because, and I know a lot of people think that's a blessing, but let me tell you what they're up to. They're up to driving oil prices down. And the way they're doing that is Saudi Arabia is pumping out massive amounts of oil to drive our price down so that our oil manufacturers won't make any money and they'll want to cap wells and not want to produce oil. There in turn, when we shut down our oil wells due to keeping the earth clean and all that stuff, then guess what? Once all of our wells are shut down or running real slow, then they can then slow down their production, drive oil prices up, and we'll do anything for the wine of the harlot, the oil of Saudi Arabia. But nevertheless, it goes on to say, these are my notes. You can read through all these important concepts to understand. I want to point this out to you. The beast in the book of Revelation is a governmental system of the Antichrist empire. No one's arguing that. What most people don't connect is the beast, I believe is Islam, is the system of governing people, methods of which they use is Sharia law, religious practices, political and educational institutions. But again, the harlot is the spiritual portion of the empire of the Antichrist. Now, what's going to happen? Here's what's going to happen. Here's what the Bible teaches. Isaiah 39, 9 through 12. Listen to this. Its streams, talking about the Edom or Saudi Arabia, its streams shall be turned to pitch, and its dust into brimstones. Its land shall be a burning pitch. Well, what's pitch? Oil. It only makes sense that it's in the Bible. It shall not be quenched day or night. Its smoke shall ascend forever. From generation to generation it shall lie waste. Look, that's what's going to happen in Saudi Arabia. No one shall pass through it forever and ever, but the pelican and the porcupine shall possess it. Also the owl and the raven shall dwell in it, and it shall be stretched out over it. The line of confusion and the stones of emptiness, they shall call its nobles to the kingdom, but none shall be there, and all the princes shall be nothing. It's talking about a time in which Saudi Arabia shall be burned. Look at this. It goes on, Isaiah 34, 8 through 10. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, the year of recompense for the cause of Zion. Now remember, Saudi Arabia, Islam hates Israel. So remember, this is when Jesus returns. But when Jesus returns, it's going to find Saudi Arabia burning. Look at this. Its streams shall be turned to pitch, into pitch, and its dust into brimstones. Its land shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched day or night. Its smoke shall ascend forever. From generation to generation it shall lie waste. No one shall pass through it forever and ever. And I got some more notes here that you could go and study on your own. Since we have this cool technology, you can check out exactly what I'm reading here. But listen, the bottom line, here's what I'm trying to say. That now, with the execution of these leaders of Saudi Arabia doing this, it creates a huge tension between Iran and Saudi Arabia. I know for years people have thought that Iran getting a nuclear weapon would hit the U.S. I personally don't believe that. I believe they will actually try and take out Saudi Arabia because they can't stand Saudi Arabia, especially now. And this sets up Bible prophecy perfectly. Well, hey, listen, that's all the time that I got. I wanted to get that to you real quick. I wanted to try this new technology. Let me know what you think. If you like this, you think it's pretty cool that I can give this to you, I love to do more of them. But I'm not going to do it if nobody's blessed by it, all right? Hey, God bless you. I'll talk to you later.